Welcome to another episode of Bucs Bombs, and in this episode I have captured 3 different hitting T drills from our recent clinic session, and Jackson's going to demonstrate those for you. Before we jump into it though, just a quick note that I wanted to share, that I want to challenge each of you on the team to be thinking about your swing, and I want you to be able to just talk about your swing. What do you feel that you're confident with? What do you execute well? And what isn't so comfortable? What do you feel like you struggle with? You're all old enough now and have been doing this long enough, and certainly with me in the cages, that you should be able to describe those things. You know, Coach said at the recent clinic session that whenever you're in a practice, in a cage, off a machine, off a coach, off a tee, that you should be able to describe what you're working towards, what you're focusing on. And so that's why I asked that question to you. So give that some thought. And we often have to try to coach in a uniform way to each of you at a practice just due to time constraints, but I'm going to find out a way to kind of build out an individual development plan for each of you, and I want you to be the owner of that. So think about that question, but for now, let's take a look at these 3 hitting drills. I hope you enjoy and put them into practice. This drill is feet in the cement drill, and the purpose of it is to get a feeling in the lower and upper body that it's more centered towards the ball at impact and through impact before opening up fully. In contrast, you know, we have some batters on our team where the upper body will fly open at impact, meaning that really the belt buckle, the chest are kind of faced more towards center field than towards the ball at impact. So the upper body really gets ahead of the swing. So let's go through this. You'll notice that Jackson's feet are going to be in cement here, and they're not going to move at all. The swing can begin, and you can look for the things we always do in the upper body: pull back with the right arm, knob to catcher, box with the left, and swinging here. Nice connection of the bat to the right arm, maintaining the box, but look at his feet, no movement. Even through impact, staying still with the lower body, again in cement and through rotation. All right, and so here's what the drill does. At impact, what we're really looking for is directionally keeping the body towards the ball at and through impact. This is kind of more towards second for a right-hander, more towards short for a left-hander, and through impact, still there. Okay, again, the contrast would be the body flying open and everything facing the pitcher, even worse, facing towards third. All right, so this is feet in the cement drill, keeping those feet rooted into the ground to get that feeling of the chest and the hips on the ball at impact. This next drill is called the slot drill, and the purpose of this drill is to get the feeling of what it's like to be in that really important position of the slot position. That's when you've gone from launch and you're earlier in the swing, and your back arm, your back elbow is against your rib cage, and the knob is kind of more pointing towards the field. And what the drill does is you start there, right? Don't start at launch, start in the slot position, do 2 slow motion extensions towards the ball, and then bring it back for a full swing. So let's check out Jackson here. Told him to kind of start and slot. I'd like to see his elbow, honestly, a little bit more closer to his rib cage, but he's got it here, and he's going to go 1, 2, and then swing, right, to a balanced finish. All right, so I'm going to put this in just regular speed for you.
Yep.
Good deal. The other thing I want to point out is that notice at impact, and so the position of the tee is really important. We catch the ball right in front of the home plate, so you need to make sure that you're set up to the tee the proper way. And at impact, our arms are not extended, right? They're slightly bent still, and I've talked about this in other videos. Your punch isn't the hardest when your arm's fully extended. Your punch is going to be the hardest right before extension. And so that's where, if you see this position here with a bend in your right arm for a righty, then you know you've got the ball in the right position for a proper impact. All right, this is called slot position. This next drill is called scissors drill, And it's kind of similar to feet in the cement in that the purpose of it is to get a feeling of what it's like for that lower body and the upper body to stay more centered on the ball at and through impact instead of flying open, instead of the upper body getting ahead of the swing and flying open towards the field or even towards the dugout. So you can see Jackson's normal stance would have been here along the toes. So set up as you normally would, and then bring your rear foot back 2 or 3 feet. And then from here, you just take your normal swing. Everything else you can still concentrate on. Knob to catcher, pull back, stride, front heel lands, and hit through the ball. Let me do it normal speed for you. Good deal. So again, in this closed position, your body will be limited in the amount it can rotate. And that's the purpose, right here, to feel like you're on the ball, towards second base for a right-hander, and then through. And then actually, I didn't intend for this to happen, but watch Jackson after the pitch, he walks towards the tee. We've done that before where you hit and walk through the hit, like this, walk towards second. And that's the same thing. We don't want to be flying open and falling backwards towards the dugout. And that's what this drill will help you do. And take a look at your ball flight off the tee. For here, this is right down the middle, dead center field. Your exit, the way the ball's exiting off the tee can tell you a lot as well about what's going on. All right, this is scissors drill. All right, well, let me know if you have any questions. Again, I hope you can put these into practice and get some good reps in at home when we're not together as a team. And I'll leave you with this picture, right? Picture from last season, making it to a championship game. And just take a look. It's pretty fun getting to the championship game and competing. And while I know each of you would like to win every tournament, the real important thing is, again, putting yourself in a position to compete. And the way you can do that is by putting in the extra work now. You have to enjoy the process. You have to enjoy the process of getting better. And so some of these tee drills may, in fact, help you, and again, put you in a position, and the team is in a position to compete at a tournament, in a month from now. So we'll see you on the field soon.